Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ruth. Good morning, Margaret. Breakfast, the only place that is. Oh, so sit still if your signal stays. Sit still. Good morning. And Barb is on. Good morning, everybody. It is windy here right now. So much so that Fritz is tucked right here by me because the wind is scaring him. So let me start by saying good morning, everybody. Welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim. This is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So from amigurumi to weaving and everything in between. If you like crafting, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. Oh my goodness, what a day to tell you all about. You wouldn't think I have so much to talk about, but apparently a lot goes on in my life each day. So ask me how many mice I caught last night. I'll wait. No, I won't. None. Zero mice. Zero. I'm so happy. I can't even tell you guys how excited I am. Every trap is empty. I had my camera. It didn't trigger once. I honestly think I got the holes. I know, Margaret. I'm so excited. I was so sad looking at I'm like, here I go. I'm opening the cabinet door and they're empty. And I'm like, oh. So I opened every cabinet and they were all empty. So I think I might have plugged all the holes, which is a story in itself, and I will share it with you. Oh, that slam was just the door slamming. That's why Fritz is on my lap. It's a little, it's not cold, but it's a little breezy. There we go. I'll close that. Yes, thank you, Barb. Oh my goodness. So you want to hear that story? So those of excuse me, those of you that know me, you know I have metal rods in my back and I don't bend and twist and contort very well. So keep that in mind. So I'm trying to mouse proof a camper, right? So that requires bending, crawling, contorting. So my sister and I go to Walmart, and their Walmart, of course, is set up completely different from my Walmart, so I don't know where anything is. So here's my sister, excuse me, with her hand in a cast, and here's me with Fritz in the cart, not knowing where the heck we're going. So I'm talking to random strangers like, do you know where this would be? Do you know where that would be? So finally we find the steel wool. By the way, it was in the part department or the paint department. Now I know, but it doesn't matter because I quite literally bought all that they had. There were boxes of it. I took them all. So they don't have any more. So I did that. There's 3 different sizes. Who knew that? I'm the Terminator. I am the Terminator. I'm the Mouserator. So we got that. And then what else did I need? I needed more of the traps, and then I needed peppermint oil, right? I needed peppermint oil. And try to find that in Walmart. So we ended up, first of all, do the employees at Walmart have to memorize the store? Because this woman that I asked, I must have asked her like 10 different times where this is and where that is, and she knew. Aisle L24 on the bottom to the left. And I was like, did you memorize the store? Anyway, she was wonderful. So we found the peppermint oil. And good morning, sweetheart. It's just wind. You want to go up there? I closed the window. You'll be fine. Go on. Lay in your bed. You're fine. Go ahead. So I found the peppermint oil and I bought 2 bottles of that. Okay, you don't want to be up there? All right, come on. Come back. There you go. And so we get back here. Let me think. Is there anything else funny at Walmart? Other than the woman at the self-checkout had a dog just like Fritz, a female. So she had to stop me what I was doing and show me pictures. It was cute. But so we leave there and ew, there's something gross on my computer. Anyway, we leave there and we stopped at a local flower stand. First of all, the plants were beautiful. And I didn't let myself get any because I have enough here. And so my sister needed them all. Oh, a little side note. My sister would not let me buy yarn. You know, respect your elders and all that stuff. So I respectfully did not buy any yarn. But sorry to back up. I forgot. So yesterday I had a crochet emergency where I couldn't find my hook. And I wanted to finish that towel. So I went into the yarn aisle and I got a whole set of these. They're just the cheapo backup ones, but I will not have a yarn emergency or a crochet emergency ever again. So anyway, we get to this plant stand, and it's also got a deli in the back. Awesome. I love the country. Absolutely love the country. So this man with a heavy, heavy Italian accent. Good morning, Karen. Heavy Italian accent is the owner, and his wife is in there. So now it's around 11:30, and he's asking her to help my sister ring up the plants, and she yells at him, "Do it yourself, I'm busy," in this heavy Italian. I was cracking up. But we got beautiful plants, and we came back here. So my sister was setting up her flowers, and I'm like, I'm going to mouse proof this camp. By the way, Karen, 0 mice, 0 mice. So I said, I'm going to mouse proof this camp, this camper. I'm going to do it. So now here I am, you know, I'm like the Tin Man. I don't bend well. I don't need the oil can yet, but I don't bend well. So I did the first cabinet under the sink, and there was a lot. So I literally, good morning, Mary. I know, no mice. So now I'm down under the kitchen sink with, I don't know, 6 or 8 packs of this steel wool and a jar of the peppermint. So I take the steel wool out, I soak it in the peppermint oil, and I start stuffing it in the holes. The holes are big. I'm starting to get a little discouraged because I'm like, they're just going to push it out. They're just going to push it out. So I get it all in there, and I took some duct tape and taped it onto the wall. So they can't, obviously they could chew through the duct tape from this side, but on the side where they're getting in, they'd have to chew through the steel wool to get to the duct tape. And I just wanted something to hold it in place so they couldn't push it out. So I did that all right. Okay, so I'm down in there, I'm doing all that, open all the cabinets, I get that. Now I got to get to the bathroom. Now, under the bathroom sink, there is the access to the hot water heater, and obviously the access behind me to all the pipes and stuff like that. And there's a, not a wheel well, but there's an outside entry. So I start packing. Well, now I've got to get down on my side, up under, and there's 2 holes where I have to get that steel wool. Now, I've been yelling at my sister for 3 days to ask for help because of her hurt arm. Ask for help. We're all here. Well, I did not take my own advice, and I'm trying to get down. There's a space about this big between the toilet and the panel you remove to get into the hot water heater. I got stuck. So, and it wasn't, I got stuck with my arm. So here I am on my side, which hurts anyway. I had to reach in and under the hot water heater and then back up. So I'm fully stretched out, and I'm completely like, unless I want to rip the skin off my arm, I can't get out from under here. And I just happened to hear my sister walk by my camper and talk to my sister-in-law. And I just yelled, "Let up!" And so she comes in, she's like, "Where are you?" She couldn't even find me. I was down, stuck behind the toilet, but it worked. By the time she had got in here, I did wiggle myself out. I don't know if I had peppermint oil on me and I slid out, who knows. But the whole camper smells like peppermint, which isn't bad. A little strong, but not bad. I got to open the window, as a matter of fact. Oh, hold on, my brother's going by. I don't want to provoke him to bother us. But so I got all that done. Now, mind you, I had been up since 1:30 in the morning, and I'd been going and going and going. So I sitting there. We had a friend stop over, and all day long we had people in and out. I was playing with the little kids. My niece has 4 boys from age like 6 down to 3. And so they're all playing, you know, we're playing in the hose. So it was a very busy, busy day. And so finally it gets to be, I was sitting down. My brother had to go to a picnic. My brother-in-law went down because they're building a house. So he's working on the driveway. So he went down there to work on the driveway. And so I literally had I don't know, maybe an hour to myself. And I'm sitting on the swing and I'm working on my hooded bath towel, which I'm 3/4 of the way there. And we had another friend stop over, and then everybody comes back, and I took my medicine for my restless legs, which makes me sleepy. So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I'm like, and I look at my sister Linda because I'm trying to stay awake, you know. I look at my sister Linda and she's like, just go to bed. Well, now everybody's sitting in front of me. It's 8:30 at night. I don't go to bed at 8:30, but whatever. So I just pretended I had to get up and get a drink or whatever. And I just quietly closed the door and laid down in bed. The next thing I know, it was like 1 in the morning and everything's silent. I checked all the cameras. No human activity outside, no mouse activity inside. Fritzy's sound asleep next to me. And I just zonked right out. And then I didn't get up till 6 o'clock this morning. So I obviously needed the rest. But moral of the story is no mouse is going to beat me in my own camper. I needed it apparently because I was out. They even said that there was thunder this morning. I didn't hear it. Mm-mm. And as you guys saw from the short video that I posted, Fritzy was just as out as I was. So, I created something for him yesterday. So he loves to ride on the four-wheeler with me. And it's really hard because I'm holding him with one arm and I'm steering and working all the workings of the four-wheeler with my other arm. So I have this big wire basket on the front of my four-wheeler. So I put a bed in there for him. And I wrapped it with, you know, those styrofoam knee pads that you use in the garden? I lined it with that. And then I took one of his harnesses and a leash, and I fed the leash through the wire basket to clip onto him so he can't bounce out. And I lined it with one of his soft little blankets, and he was in his glory. He's sitting up with his little ears flapping in the wind. He was loving it. So at one point, I had Fritz in the front, 4 boys on the back, and I'm going legit 1 mile an hour, and the boys are whispering in my ears, can we go a little faster? I'm like, no, we cannot. I said, 1, you didn't have your helmets on, and 2, Fritzy's in the basket for the first time, and I don't want to scare him. So we literally did a putt-putt of 1 mile an hour around here. The boys are like, Aunt Kim's fun, but she goes too slow. They should see me when they're not on. Just saying. So yesterday was a great day. It really was. Lots of hummingbird activity, lots of flowers, lots of friends. It was nice. The little kids, oh my goodness. So there's a lot of them, and I know. Well, wait till you hear this, Karen. This is so funny. So all the boys, you know, they're starting to get hot and yucky, and they're like, oh, we want to go swimming. And the dock isn't ready over by the pond yet, so we didn't want them to go swimming. So we're like, all right. I said, you know what? I said, I'll spray them with the hose. So now that's a project. You can't just pick up the hose because here you got to go plug in the pump that goes into the well, and then you got to go turn it on. In our old house, you got to turn the water on, and then the hose runs from the house. So I go take care of all that, and my sister gets a little pool that's under her camper and brings it out. So here we go. So most of the kids are running and having a blast and this and that, and there's one of the little guys. Dang it, I can't. Mason, I think this is, yeah. So he starts, I don't want my clothes to get wet. And we're like, well, you're hot. You were the one that was complaining the most. Next thing I know, he strips down completely, a little naked, and runs around. Yeah, he just wanted to not get his clothes wet. He wanted to get wet, but not the clothes. Oh my goodness, it was so funny. Little boys, they're so cute. And then all of a sudden, one of the other boys comes back with a cup. Of course, it's one of my cups. It's a beautiful little cup. It's got sunflowers on it and this and that. And he comes running over, and his eyes are all big. And I'm like, what? I made you mud. Okay, he made me mud. It was awesome. He's got this cup full of, it was more water than dirt. And I said, well, we can't make mud patties out of that. You need to go make it thicker. Well, now that was his project. He goes running around digging in the dirt, trying to find more mud, and he made, so, and then, so we have those, Tonka toy, whatever they are, the thick plastic toys. Like there's a tractor and a little wagon that goes behind it, and all of the, you know, the dump trucks and the digger things. So they're all playing with that, and I see this little guy making the mud pies. So he takes the little plastic tractor and puts the wagon on the back. He fills the wagon with water. Now he's trying to get it, I would say 30 yards across the yard. He's trying to get it to where the dirt is. By the time he got there, there was no water left because he kept dumping it. And oh my goodness, they were just so fun to watch. And then next, we're all sitting there, we're watching him with the mud. He gets over there and figures it out. He carries little cups of water over. So he's all excited. He made me mud that we could make into a pie. So I showed him how to do that. And then all of a sudden I see the littlest one. He's running across the yard and we're all like, what's going on? Well, he caught a frog. He was so excited. We can go home now. I caught a frog. And he was so excited. His little self running. Now he's got on baggy shorts that go down to his knees. No shirt. So he's just shorts, bare feet, holding this little red cup. That'll do. Holding this red cup. I got a frog. I got a frog. Oh my goodness. And then what did that'll do? Then what did he do? He runs over and lets it go in the tall grass. I let it go. Okay. Stop it right this minute or I'll let you out. You don't want that. It's windy out there. So he was just so excited. Good morning, Jeffrey. How are you? Good morning. So it was really fun to watch the boys. And they're so close in age that it's kind of fun to see them interact with each other. You know, they were arguing over something, a bat or something. And you could see it back and forth and da-da-da-da-da. And then all of a sudden, one of the boys just looked at the other and went, oh! He was so mad. And then it was over. And we're all like, oh, well, that was solved. But yeah, it was great. And there was one girl here. She's about 7 or 8. And she was wearing a sweatsuit because, of course, you know how kids are. They fought with their parents in the morning. I want to wear this. I want to wear this, not realizing it's going to be 80 degrees. So she gets here and she's sweating. And I was like, I said, would you like a sundress? And she looks, she goes, I don't have a sundress. I said, come on, let's go in the camper. So I got her one because I have, you know, just like if it gets too hot, you throw on a sundress. It feels good. So I have a sundress in my closet. And she comes out wearing it. Well, now she thinks she's just the belle of the ball, you know. She's walking with this little sundress on. She's so cute. So, yeah, it was a great day. Family is really fun. So, but when I fell asleep last night, my brother doesn't like to let you sleep. And I had this window open, and he stuck his head up in the window and pretended to be a mouse. I can't. I didn't hear that part as much. I mean, I kind of heard it in my sleep, but I heard my sister yelling at him, leave her alone. She's tired. Leave her alone. Oh, they're fun. Jeffrey, I don't know if you heard, but no mice, no moss, 0 mice. So getting stuck under the bathroom sink was worth it so far. And yeah, Karen, it was actually a really wonderful day. It's a little chilly this morning, maybe about 68, but the breeze makes it feel colder. I think I'm going to take Fritzy for a quick ride on the 4-wheeler before I head home. My daughter is requesting turkey subs, so I'm going to drop him off at home and head back out and then play with that baby for a little bit. The mouse slayer. Yep, that's me. Hire me out to get the mouse out. Get the mouse out of your house. No, thank you. Like I said, I'm very brave when I have gloves on. But the initial walking up to it and opening the door is like, It's like, I don't know if you guys watched the show Elf. It's my favorite Christmas show. And every time he cranks the Jack in the Box and it pops up and he screams every time, that's me opening the cabinet. I'm like, okay. Not quite as brave as I make it sound. Oh my goodness. before I forget, I did put up calendar reminders, if you will, for all of the lives for this week. I think I got through Thursday. The book club is going to be 7 or 7:30 on Wednesday. Yeah, mice belong outside. Exactly. I don't mind them in the fields. They're cute. Go run. Go do mouse stuff. Don't do mouse stuff in my house. So I did. I got it all swept out and I got it all cleaned out. And thank you. I know I'm really excited. I'm excited to see the baby, and my daughter and her husband are going for a ride in his new truck. So she says she hasn't been in the truck yet, and she's going to go for a ride with him. So maybe I'll get the baby alone for the first time. She hasn't left him alone with anybody. Isn't that cute? So, oh my goodness. I wish it, I mean, like this would be fine. Just stop the wind for a little bit. Fritzy, stop the wind for a little bit. He's looking at me like, yeah, Ma. Yeah. Oh my goodness. After sleeping so long. Yes, grandma time. Yay. After sleeping so long, because Fritz slept from 8:30 last night when I passed out until I got up this morning at 6. So I let him out this morning, and my brother let his dogs out. Oh my goodness. Zoom, 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 up and down and back and forth. And he was so excited. So now he just came in and crashed again. But it was really, he needed it, you know. I mean, he's still only 3. And for him to lay still that long, he just knew I needed it. He knew. Plus, I think he's a little tired. What are we eating? If we don't eat things Mom doesn't want us to, we wouldn't cough. I'm just saying. So while the kids were playing in the hose yesterday, they'd walk by me and I'd drop one of my hooded towels on their heads. They're like, hey, that's cool. I'm like, okay, just please don't drag them through the mud. And they did not. They dried off with them. And then one of the little guys comes up to me. He's like, maybe next time I come over, you will show me how to sew. I said, of course I will. Of course I will show you how to sew. Why not? He was too cute. He goes, I don't have time today. I don't have time today. I have to go now. Okay. Oh, my brother's dogs are running. He must have called them. He's got them trained so well. He just says, go home. And they run away. So yeah, he wants me to teach him to sew. Fritzy, you can go lay down. The door won't slam anymore. He did sniff around a little bit, like he was looking to see if I caught any mice. But, oh yeah, see, my brother's putting the dogs away, I think, because they're going down to my sister's property. She's so excited. I put up, was it on Facebook, I think? I don't think I put it on YouTube, but if you're on the Facebook channel, I put up a video of my brother-in-law starting their driveway. So my sister's really excited. And to be honest, so is my brother. And they're very excited for the new house down there. That'll be fun. They got a lot to do, though. I mean, at least when I built my house, we had a previous dwelling there, you know. This is legit a cornfield. You know, they got to find the water, dig the well, put in the foundation. So I think they're going right now and they're going to take stakes. And my sister's going to write, you know, like, this is where I want the kitchen. This is where I want the bedroom. This is the way I want the deck to face. And so she's all excited. She's got a permanent marker and some red cord. I'll head down there with Fritzy after the show just to check it out. Just to check it out. So, yeah, I was planning on having this spot for new yarn. I was not allowed to have my yarn. I pretended I was mad at her. I'm like, you can't tell me not to have yarn. But she's right. I mean, but two skeins would fit perfectly right there. And I do need more purple. Oh yeah, Karen. She's so excited. She's really excited. Yeah, every time she sits down there, she's got a grin on her face the whole time, which is awesome. I love to see my family happy. So, oh my goodness. I'm sitting here dreading the running around I have to do today. So it's an hour that way. Good morning, Mary King. How are you? By the way, you guys, I'm working on the video for the planting. I just was uploading it. You want up, honey? All right, come here. Come here. Come here. I'll take you. Come on. What's the matter? Oh, he's caught in the yarn. There we go. What's the matter, baby? Did you hear the bird? Yeah. So in the grass right behind me, there's the bobolinks. They're nesting. Good morning, Catherine. How are you? You're also going to hear some tractors and some four-wheelers headed out right now because they're headed down to the property. Are you quite comfy, Fritzy? Let me put my arms up here and you can just rest, okay? It's all about you, honey. I love you too. Yes, I do love you. He gets so excited and runs around so much when the kids are here that I think he's just kind of chilling out. He's looking right now because the big picture window is right there and he can see what everybody's doing. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just chilling out this morning. It's that morning where you wake up and vacation's over. But then again, I'm retired, so. But it still feels like, you know, vacation's over because for the next few days, I'm going to be running. There's no country line dance lessons tonight. He is a good boy. Look at his little snaggletooth. There's no line dance lessons tonight because it's a holiday. And that reminds me, I want to say thank you to everybody that has served, everybody that is still serving, all the families, the wives, the siblings that support them when they choose to go give us our freedom. That's very, very important. I'll start with my son-in-law, Josh, my nephew, Chancey, my, what do you call it when someone marries your niece? Is he my nephew? My nephew-in-law, Jake. I have a friend, Will. He was in the Navy. There's so many. I'm surrounded by so many people that, my brother-in-law, Steve. And we have fun because he has his military reunion here the last week in July. So that'll be fun. He loves it. So this is how he usually sits with me when he wants my attention. Right? Yeah. Where are they going on the four-wheelers, Fritzy? And we're not going. We're not going. Where are they going? I'm not going down that crazy. It's pretty bumpy. To have him in the basket would be a little too bumpy. Are you a good boy? Where's Aunt Linda? Where is she? He's like, I'm over it right now. Christina, how are you? Some nunna left the window open in the car. Oh, no. There you go, Karen. Thank you to your dad for being in the Air Force. Yeah, so thank you, for everybody. Thank you, Fritzy. I love you too. I did have my USA hat. I don't know what I did with it, but it was here. I did have every intention of having it on, but my hair actually came out okay this morning. Halfway through the exhausting day, I hopped in the shower. I'm like, I can't. But yeah, it really means a lot to me being very patriotic and letting everybody know that I appreciate it. I never served. I thought about it a few times. To be honest, I don't think I was brave enough. That's the from the heart truth right there. But I do have a lot of respect for those who do. Maybe I wasn't disciplined enough. Maybe that was it. Plus, they wouldn't have let me back. They wouldn't have let me in with my back anyway. So there's that. I didn't think of that until just now. They would have seen that. And yeah, I'm sure. Karen, my niece is dealing with that right now. They just got moved. They were in Arizona. They got moved to the Carolinas, and now they're back to California. So my sister is trying to, go visit them, but it's really tough. So, Yeah, lots of moving around. Yeah. Let's not forget the Coast Guard, Air Force, Marines, Navy, Army. What else, Fritzy? I also had a neighbor who was in the reserves. Nice. Yes, that's very, very nice. A lot of respect for them. Yeah. So just wanted to take a minute, as you go to your parades and your picnics and stuff today, just remember why we're all here. We couldn't do all this if it wasn't for all of that sacrifice they do. Some the ultimate. So I still get choked up when I hear the national anthem. I do. In our house, we stop and we listen. If we're doing, even if it's the Super Bowl or whatever. Nice, Christina. Thank you to your nephew. Karen, thank you to your dad. My dad was in the Army very early on in his life. He only served like the first 3 years, and then he got out and became a police officer. So buy a poppy, absolutely. Thank you, Karen. Yes. So if you see them, or maybe if you see somebody with one of their hats on, buy their lunch, buy their breakfast, buy them a cup of coffee. I'll do that every once in a while. There's a diner by us. It's called Bubbles. It's the best. And the other day there was a gentleman sitting at the counter, and he had on like his Navy hat or whatever. And I bought his lunch just because, you know what I mean? And he's like, "Oh, you don't have to." I said, "No, but you didn't have to sacrifice, for us either." So it's just sweet. And they love to tell stories. Oh my goodness, they love it. So just, even if you don't buy them their lunch, just listen to their story. Pat them on the shoulder, thank them. Right, Fritzy? Oh my goodness. My sister. I don't know what they're headed down right now. She can take my four-wheeler if she wants, but I think the key's in my pocket. She'd have to come in there. So yeah, it's it's the little things you do. Smile and wave. Thank them for their service as you walk past them in the mall or whatever. So yeah, my dad was a police officer for a long time down in on Long Island. And then when they retired and he moved down to Florida, he was actually, I can't remember the name. Come on. Auxiliary. He was an auxiliary. He called himself a meter maid. But boy, he loved it. He took that job seriously. If somebody parked in a handicapped spot, he had a digital camera and would take a picture of them in the spot, so that if they tried to fight it in court, he had the picture. My dad, he was fun. And my brother actually, for a long time, built the parts for nuclear submarines. So he was helping the Navy that way. So lots of fun connections in my family in and around the service. It's really cool. I'm trying to see. I'm being nosy, guys. Here, stare at Fritzy for a minute. I'm trying to see. My brother tries to be so tough, but if my sister-in-law asks for something, he'll go, "Oh, wait, I got this, I got that, I got..." They're all trying to keep up with my flowers is what they're doing, because mine's the prettiest. So she's, oh, by the way, that bucket that I said I wanted to steal from the barn yesterday, it's my sister-in-law's, so I can't. I can help her plant it, but I can't steal the bucket because it was her father's. So, but we did find, my sister found a planter in the garden, put her flowers in. He's quite comfortable, by the way. All of his weight. I mean, he's completely comfortable on me right now.
Yeah, you can have your other rock back. Got 2 flat rocks from down your driveway.
Oh, that reminds me. I don't think she's watching, so I can tell you. When we went down to watch my brother-in-law do his driveway. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, Karen. Wow. Thank you, Karen. Thank you to your whole family. I'm going to tell him. Where's that? I don't think he can hear me. I'll yell it to him when he walks by. Karen, that's awesome. See, lots of connections. Yeah. So yesterday, my brother-in-law's got this huge backhoe giant, looks like a dinosaur thing. And I bent down and I picked up a piece of shale that is about, I don't know, 8 inches by 13 inches. And I'm going to make them a sign for their house. I'm going to be creative. Right, Fritzy? Huh? I can't take him. I can't take you. You're too cute. I got to trim the hair on his feet. I know you don't like it. I won't do it right now. I'm going to trim it, though. That's awesome. Yeah, so who else? Did anybody else? I just don't want to miss anybody. Oh, I absolutely will. What I can do is if you guys can show me ideas of what I should put on it. It's small enough where it can't be too much. Should I just put a hummingbird on it or just put, you know, something on it? Maybe their street address, just the number that they are. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Or maybe established 2024. Something. I'll figure out something to put on it. Flower and a bird, right? How about a hummingbird at a flower? That might be pretty. So, and just put their last name on it. She's not watching, so I can. And if she is, I'll just lie and say it's for somebody else. Right, Fritzy? It's not for them. It's for me. I stole it for me. Are you spoiled? I love you too. He should be spoiled. You know what? He didn't ask to be my dog. I asked him to be mine. So, right, Fritzy? Ow, 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 ow. He doesn't care what I do. Oh, he is just so comfy. He's like chilling. I can't even sip my coffee because I'd have to move my arms. My arms are held like, you know, you do when you're pouting or you're mad. That's how he sits. And his full weight, it's not like he's even nervous. Oh, you know, I just realized the sun's coming out. And I haven't made my bed yet. That stresses me out. Usually the second I get up, I make my bed, but he was snuggled in it, so I didn't bug him. Fritzy, the bed's not made. Oh my goodness. It does still smell like peppermint in here, though, doesn't it, honey? He really is a good boy. When I took him in the grocery store yesterday, he just sat in the part, you know, where the kids go. I had put down one of his blankets, and he just kind of sat there looking around. Most people didn't even notice he was there. Morning, River Life. Say morning. Morning, River Life. So when I took him in the store, didn't nobody, and a couple little kids caught him. And they were like, "Ooh, can I pet him?" And I really appreciate that. I like it when they ask. I don't like when people just walk up and start pawing at him. So he did great. He didn't make a peep. He just sat there in his little blanket looking around like, and everybody can't get over how well behaved he is. Is he sleeping? No. Oh, yep, he is. Dead weight on my arm. And this is why I'll sit still for 20 minutes because I'm waiting for him to move. God forbid I disturb him. Yes, he is that spoiled. When we stopped at the flower place, he's exhausted. Exhausted. But he did, I mean, he slept a long time from 8:30 last night till 6 this morning, but running with my brother's dogs and all those kids yesterday. Once they get over the initial, oh, he's cute, da da da, then they just start running and let him run and this and that. And I know. Yeah. We'll see you soon. See you soon. And then he'll sleep on the couch for 2 days, right? While mommy runs over and plays with the baby. Play with the baby. I don't have any new pictures today. So when we stopped at the nursery, I had him in my arms because I'm not leaving him in the car, you know. So I have him in my arms and we're walking around the nursery and then we walked into where the deli part was. Good morning, Lori. Good morning. Are you packing up or are you staying? Schnicker Fritz. That's so awesome. My dad called me Fritzy. That's how he got his name. I was Fritzy growing up. So we stopped it. We went into the deli, and the guy with the heavy Italian accent, he's like, "Oh, I love dogs. Be careful. Be careful. No, I got food in here." So, oh, all right, cool. Wow. Aunt Lori's already home. Not like me. But Lori, no mice. No mas. No mas mice. You going to the bed? He's going to the bed. So, yeah, I think I'm winning that battle. Wait. Yeah, so Karen, my dad always had nicknames for all of us. So, my sister Terry was Widget. My sister Linda was Beanie, stuff like that. And me was Fritzy. So, when I was getting Fritz, I was picking him up on Dad's birthday. And I'm like, oh, his name is Fritz. So, of course, I call him Fritzy. What are you doing in there? Oh, laying down? Okay. So, he used to sing. You ready? I'm going to sing this song to you guys. Don't you love it when I sing? He used to sing, "Someone's at the door. I wonder who. It's Fritzy, the Britzy with on her shoe." Oh, and he'd laugh. He'd have to take his glasses off and wipe the tears because he's laughing so hard. So that's how Fritzy got his name. Not that you guys asked, but Karen. Yeah, I was Fritzy, the Britzy with on my shoe. There I am. A little peek into me. Oh my goodness. Oh, my dad's favorite thing. Good morning. You are back home. Good. Good. Yeah, it's the day, the holiday is always a day when everybody's packing up and going home. He he is a hoot. My dad, all he ever wanted was just to have as many of his kids around him as possible. He just always wanted the kids. So he'd be out across the way over there is one of our hay fields, and it's shaped like a triangle. So we used to call it triangle. And he used to go out, "I'm going to mow the triangle." So he'd get on the haybine, and I would bring him out red Kool-Aid. Now, by the time I got to him, it was warm and it had bugs and pieces of hay in it, but he drank it every time. Every time he drank his red Kool-Aid. Yeah, he's good dad. Good dad. I think my parents are why we're as close as we are, because we learn you could never say harsh words to each other. You can get mad at each other, but never say the words like "I hate you" or anything like that. Although behind Mom's back, my sister Cindy used to tell me I was adopted. She said they found me behind the bubblegum machine at Two Guys, which was the 1970s version of Walmart. So she'd tell me I was adopted. I can't. I kind of believed her because I was 5 years younger than her and, all the way up. So my oldest sibling was 12 years older than me. And so she told me they found me behind the bubblegum machine. Turns out we found a pet squirrel behind the bubblegum machine and brought him home. She just mixed the stories up a little. I mean, in her defense, they brought me home on her birthday because she was August 6th. I was August 1st. So by the time my mom and I were ready to go home, it was her birthday. That's a good time. It's a good time. Being up here just reminds me of all the fun stuff. I drag you guys along with me, but literally this is exactly what it would be if you were having a cup of coffee with me. The subjects would change. So here we go. Let's check this out. Put this in here so I can't lose a stitch. So here is going to be my hooded towel. Do you love the pattern? I absolutely love the pattern. Really pretty. So I'm going to fold it in on itself. I got a few more rows. Got to fold it in on itself. I don't want it to be too long. So it's as long as I want it to be. Thank you. I'm doing all just half doubles, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. I just want to get it done. It's taken me a little bit longer because of the half doubles. And that's the color. Yeah, Lori, I think you did. Yeah. So I think you did. Um, so I finished, like I said, I finished the hand towel. I'm almost done with this, and I'm going to take all of what's left of this. Hopefully I don't have to order another one, but I'm going to make a shower curtain similar to the one behind me, but I'm going to make it all purple. So of course now I have a full set of this. I've got the shower curtain, the towel, the hand towel. I even have a hat. I don't know why I have a hat, but I have a hat. So I have a full set of that. I don't know what to do with, but you know I will figure something out, right? Fritzy, don't you bark. Oh, my brother. Yeah, so this is, you'll see how much I use. Let me show you. So here's what's left. And that's, Christina, that's why I do this, because I don't like using a regular bath towel for my head. I know I'm weird, but so what I do is I'll put this on in the shower, I twist it tight, put the button on, and it holds my hair perfect. It's the perfect, here we go. Don't you guys love when I do this fashion shows? All right, so here's the button. I don't have a button with me, so if I get to that point, so then I just take it like this, and I twist it to wring out the water, right? And then I just take it and I button it right here. And there it is. Oh, hi, Margaret. So that's what I'm making. I love it. I really do. I have 3 of them at home, and I have this one here already, and I have one that matches the shower curtain. They're just, this is, I don't like regular towels for my hair. So I am using, I honestly don't know. Christina, I really don't know. I'm going to make another one, so I will let you know, and I'm terrible. I'm sorry. I don't know. This was full. This was brand new, and I made the hand towel with it, okay? Gathered at the top, little knot so I can hang it up. So I made that, and then I have enough to finish this. And I'm sorry, I got this at a bargain. I don't know how much it was. I know I'm terrible. I am terrible. But all it is, in case you want to make one, is 75. You start with a chain of 75. And then I just do half doubles. So do whatever stitch you want, but that's what I'm doing. 75 up and down, and I don't even know how many rows I do because all I do is hold it up to this one. I think I have a tutorial on this on my channel that gives you everything, but I hold this up to here. So you see I've only got that many. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8. I got about 10 more rows to go. So I do have a tutorial on my page of it in case you want to make one. But exactly, I'm not dripping. I'm not wasting 2 towels. This thing's super light. It hangs right back up, and it wrings the water out really good. So I just, to be honest, you want to know how I figured this out? I was actually doing one of Bag O' Day Crochet's baby buntings, or it's a hooded bunting. And I just looked down at it and I'm like, ooh, that would make a great hooded towel. And the rest is history. I love them. Yeah, it's on there somewhere under my tutorials. It's a hooded towel. Fritz, why are we hiding behind Mom? There's no reason to be scared. You're fine. So, yeah, I'm sorry if one of the moderators wants to take a minute, because like I said, I could try. Let me see here. Where's my mouse? Let me see here. Let's see how good I can be. I'll sit here with my mouth open because I'm a dope. All right, here's my channel. Playlists. People, pet shorts, tutorials. Let's see. Let's go to the playlist. Don't play it. No. And let's see, greeting card, new craft tutorial, hooded towel. Here it is. Oh my goodness. Share, copy. Wow, I'm getting quick, you guys. I'm getting quick. There you go. So that is the tutorial actually for the towel that matches that set in the bathroom. I called it the sunrise or sunset or something. Had something to do with the sun in it. But and like I said, pick any stitch you want. I just do the half double because it's my favorite stitch and I'm quickest at it. And it's a little bit more than the single, you know, but doesn't take up as much time for me as the double crochet. So there's that. Light bulb moment. You see them happen to me a lot, don't you? It is my moments. So yeah, so about 10 rows left, and then I will fold it in half and do the seam. I'll make the loop, and I'm going to make a crochet button because I don't have a button here, and I like to crochet the buttons anyway. And really all I do is make a bobble, make it big enough to hold, and that's that. Did I do that on? I did it on some of the stuff over there, but I try to do that because I don't want to carry around all of my supplies. You know what I mean? You're welcome. Please show me if you make it. I would love to see. I love to see if anybody makes something that I put up because it is so exciting for me, first of all. Yes, tomorrow night is the make along, and I have the I figured out the pattern and I figured out the yarn I'm going to use, and all I have to do is write it down, and after I'm done playing with my grandson today, I will email all of you that want it. I will email you the recipe. And I do like calling it a recipe, so I think I will stick with that. So I will do that as soon as I get a chance. Yes, I'm excited. It came out really pretty, and it's really easy. So, and also don't forget Wednesdays, the book club. So we'll be picking one of my craft books to look through, or maybe another gardening book or a birding book, craft book. Who knows? I'll just turn around and I'll grab a book off of my shelf. I've got a few hundred of them. And we'll look through it for there. And then you got to decide, do you want to do a third square or do you want to move to something else to do on the crochet along? What I'd like to do. No, I did not. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. I might have already emailed it. Hey, who lets me run a channel? I got nothing. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Growth. Oh, no, I did the foliage, which was the first one we did. If I don't know. I'll have to send it again if I did. I don't know. You'll just get another one if so, because it's called the trellis. So if you got one that's the trellis, maybe I did. You don't have it yet. All right. Yeah, so the foliage one was last week. The trellis is this week. And then during our live, we can decide if we want to do another square or if we want to do something else. I'm perfectly fine with either or. I just like to create a project we can finish in an hour so that we have, you know, a finished project when we're finished, when we're done. Okay, good. So maybe I only sent it to you. Lisa, maybe I only sent it to one person. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Who lets me do this? All right, you guys. Well, we are coming up on about an hour. So I am going to say thank you for everybody that joined me today. Thank you so much for all your support. Remember, thummies up before you go, if you wouldn't mind. Also, some of you, if you'd love to become a member, I put the link way up top. Also, join our Facebook page. I put the link to that up top as well. So I am trying to be more interactive on all the other social things. I'm also going to start putting up more tutorials and other videos. So I'm not just doing the live coffee with Kim. I'd like to do a little bit more crafting content. So we will be doing that. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. Thank you to everybody who has served our country, and thank you to everybody who has supported them. I really enjoy having you guys here. I really appreciate everyone. And remember, always be happy, be kind, and be creative. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great day.